وسط اونجا 18 نفر از ما شهید شد. اونجا کار میکنه که وسط سراب بم انداخته شد. من بازی بر بیرون شدم بیام بودم تا بده که اون از سراب در شد. تا کوچه میام از سراب در شد ایبار باز بم دگان انداخت وسطشو که کشته شد.
We were concerned about the reported increase in civilian casualties in Afghanistan from airstrikes, which are conducted by both the US and Afghan governments. We were also concerned about the adequacy of the investigations into those airstrikes. So we decided to travel to areas where civilians do suffer from these strikes and find out what was happening. We visited the former home of Ghulam Rabbani, a man whose home was destroyed by US airstrikes.
دودان بم از اون منجا که زد یکی آمد در این قسمت که از طرق سر بم در اینجا خورده که اون طرف اونو دیوالا را غلطان دی طرف یک بم دگه این طور آمد از اینی قسمت خورد و اونجا را انفجار داد تو سو بیرون همو بالکن و برنده و یای مرا کلش برد که دگه آثارش نمان.
میترسم دخواو تیارک تیر میشه میگم باز بم وادسه میای سرم باز بم دخوانه مفته.
This is one of the few instances where the US actually admitted that it was wrong. It selected the wrong target and that people shouldn't have been hit. But in many other instances where we've documented civilian harm, the US or the Afghans haven't admitted wrongdoing. And in fact, in some cases have denied that any civilians were present at all.
مونږ بیا چې روان شو مازدیګر 15 بجې وي کته اجازه نه ګرځم نه دای شو نه طالب و نه حکومت څوک خوري دی ولې وشته خپه کې ماشومان هم لیدو دوه چې مونږ ته د مکه په سر میګایم ښکاری.
Rosina is a 17-year-old girl, the sole survivor of a strike that decimated her family.
شو نو اجازه نه ګرځیده چې څوک به راتله د یې نه بس هغه باندې بم خطا کوي بیا خو کلو کې خلګو خو څوک دیر نه نشو راتله دا خو 15 بجې مونږ ولګیدو به ما خام شو ما هم نه ما خوستان شو د سي نیمه شپې ټیم کې بیا یو زړه خزمات راغله هغه بیا زه د مور نه رويستم د سه و شاته تني وچولم.
At first, the US military denied that the strike even occurred and said that perhaps the van had rolled over an IED. Subsequently, they claimed that there was a strike, but it was only against militants and that there was zero chance of civilian casualties. We talked to the US military officials in charge of investigating civilian casualties, and we found that what they don't do is actually interview survivors of these strikes. So it's hard to believe that they get all the information they need if they don't go to the scene of strikes and they don't interview survivors or witnesses. Civilians who do suffer from these strikes should receive an acknowledgement and receive some form of compensation.
نه هیچ کسی کتما اصلا هیچ کسی صرف ریاست امنیت 100,000 افغانی و ما آورده که دگه نمیفهم که از او بعدش گفت من میام خانه تا جور میکنم تا فعلا هیچ کسی نامده پیش من.
We want to see more rigorous investigations from the US and Afghan governments. They should be thorough and they should be transparent. We also want to make sure that civilians who do suffer from these strikes receive an acknowledgement and they receive some form of compensation.
ما هغه کورنۍ ما ته وایي چې ته نه یې د اوس د دوی واده او که تا موږ واده کړو نو ته به موږ ته څه شی وکړې هلته نه اوبه راخیستې شي نه لوښي وینځلی شي نه بل کار کولی شي نه بل کار کولی شي نو زه بیخي لکه ژوند تمه نه لرم که نه